Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your Tuesday evening Facebook Live. My name is Sarah Edwards. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I come to you guys live every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 to show you a fun new project. So, I literally got back from vacation Sunday morning. It was a whirlwind of a flight getting home. We didn't get to bed till midnight on Saturday night and up at 3 a.m. to catch the shuttle at 4 a.m. to be at the airport for our 7 a.m. flight. It was absolutely crazy. So, pretty much Sunday, I did nothing. Monday, Cassie and Antonio kept Lucas because they hadn't seen him all week because we took him to Disney World with us. So I just had Carson and we had a great time. And then I worked today and now we are on our live. So it has just been a crazy week and a few days. But I hope everybody enjoyed all of my vacation videos that I posted. Hopefully, you guys have had a chance to watch them. They were so fun and so cute to make. So hopefully, I have inspired you guys to make some of those. Good evening, Bev. Welcome. There's a gnat flying around, and he's probably not going to be with us much longer as soon as I can catch him. But anyway, um, Disney World was so much fun. It was so hot. It was so miserable. I do not know how people live in humidity. I would much rather have the 120-degree weather versus the humidity. It was brutal. Bo said I was just being a baby because he's used to working outside and sweating. I am not. I guess I am a little of a princess, but don't tell anybody I said that. But other than that, we had a great time. I will tell you one little cute story and then we will start crafting. So we were waiting for the Disney parade to come through, and I went and got all three of us churros. So as I was coming back, I gave Lucas his, Bo his, and I ate mine. Well, Lucas fell asleep with his churro in his hand, and Bo said, "You really should probably take that, otherwise, he's going to be a sticky mess." So I took it and I couldn't throw it away, so I ate it. Yes, I ate two churros, no judging. They were amazing. Well, when he woke up, he was like, "Where's my churro? I fell asleep with my churro in his hand." And I couldn't tell him that Mimi ate it, so we told him Goofy ate it, and he was so upset with Goofy for eating his churro. So we had to go get another churro and make sure Goofy didn't eat the churro. So that was one of the fun stories, but it was so much fun just hanging out with him for the entire week. He was amazing. For being 3.5 years old, he was a trooper. But anyway, let's do some crafting. Let's point you over so we can get started. I just want to make sure we are live on my Facebook, which I think we are. There we are. So I don't know if anybody noticed the shirt that I was wearing today. It matches the ink we're going to be using. So the stamp sets I am going to be using for today and Thursday is Impressions of Bloom. It does have a coordinating dies to go with it, and I decided to bring in the Stylus shape dies. I wanted to use the first square and the second square. So these are the two that I used out of this set. And I really do think the card turned out spectacular. I didn't use the dies that match the set. I just pulled in these two flowers and the thanks. And then I decided to bring in some of the online exclusive white ribbon. This is the perfect size. I feel like I love that we have basic white ribbon. Love it. But I don't want something this big for all of my projects. And this is literally the perfect size for almost everything. I think I'm not even joking when I tell you I've probably gone through 8 to 10 rolls of this already. It's one of my favorites. So we're going to be using Secret Sea. And, oh, let me make sure my volume's down on my iPad. It is. Okay, good. Hello, Valerie. Welcome. We're going to use Secret Sea. And I should have brought over the re-inker and the ink pad for cloud cover. So they had an issue with the ink pad itself, but they have found a solution where the re-inkers will work in the little spots. So you can buy the spots. There's 6 of them for $10, and you can get the re-inker and just ink these up. So that's what I did for my live. I did play with both of them, and you can definitely tell there is a smidgen of a difference, actually more than a smidgen of a difference. So that's why I went ahead and did this for the live. And there's a few people out there that have washed the ink pads and let them dry and then re-inked them. Some say it works. I haven't had time to even play with it, so we're just going to use this until I can get a little bit of free time to do that. But let me show you the card we're going to be doing tonight. It it's a labor of love, but it wasn't as tragic as it looks. But it turned out absolutely gorgeous. So you can actually do this card where you can put the thanks going the opposite direction so your card can open like this. I did mine to open this way, but possibilities are endless with this card. And I loved that this fit. I did not plan this perfect. I did not plan this at all. When I was lining these up, I felt like they were too far apart, so I squished them together and I was like, oh, this ribbon would be the perfect size to go on top. And it actually was. So there is that. So let's bring in all of the products. So thick basic white, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4.25. This is the secret, no, not secret C, cloud cover. This is 4 by 5.25. Secret C is 3 3/4 by 5. These are typical measurements that I do a lot. Now, these is where I said it is definitely a labor of love because you do need you need 6. You need 6 of the second size squares, and you need 6 of the little tiny squares. And you can die cut these 2 pieces of paper at the same time, but I found sometimes the stitching doesn't come out as crisp and nice if you just do one at a time. So I did all of these one at a time. So you're going to need 6. I think I actually put 9 in the description, but you really only need 6. I'll fix that before I post it to YouTube. Okay, so let's start with stamping these guys. I am going to grab my silicone mat, and that one looks a little dirty. I did wash one of them. That one looks cleaner. So I'm going to lay these out, and we are going to do the secret C first. So I want to stamp, hello Stephanie, welcome. I want to stamp the thanks first because when I was creating this, I stamped all of them with flowers and then realized that I had to go die cut more for the thanks. This is a very tight squeeze. Some of the sentiment will hang off a little bit right at the bottom and the top of the K, but it was okay for me. But if that drives you crazy, this might not be your cup of tea. Okay, so next I'm going to start with, you have 2 flowers because this is a 2-tone. You have one that has more details and then the one that is flat. So the one that has more details, I'm going to start with first. I felt it was just easier to see while I'm stamping the secret C. I mean, cloud cover. I'm not going to get these names right. It's going to take me a bit. So I'm just stamping these in the center of the little squares. Hopefully you guys can see those okay. Perfect. And I think that's all we need this ink for. So let me bring in the cloud cover. And I'm going to ink this up. And let's see if I can get the, oh, I did. I was just going to say sometimes you have to move the die around a little bit to get it to line up, but I actually lined that up pretty perfect. I did not plan that. So now I'm just doing the overlay, and it just makes the flowers a little bit more 3D. have the camera in my face on that one, so hopefully it works. And the last one, perfect, easy peasy. So I am going to keep the cloud cover out because I'm going to do the inside of the flowers with cloud cover. So the stamping is super easy on this one. It was the die cutting, and it probably wouldn't have been so tragic if I wasn't making like 18 of them. But I did get them all cut out today. Okay, so there's those. So let's bring in our 2 layers. So I'm going to grab some multi-purpose liquid glue, is my glue of choice. You can use whatever glue that you like best. I know sometimes the liquid glue is a love-hate relationship, but I love it. Okay, so now let's grab these. And I didn't measure perfectly. I kind of just eyeballed it, laid them down, and then realized, oh, need to move that over a smidgen. And I feel like sometimes if you just eyeball it, it kind of turns out a little bit better than making sure that it is precise. Oops, that one moved with my finger. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. And now we can just glue them together. Well, not glue them together, but glue them on our card base. Hello, Darlene. Welcome. I did definitely miss doing my Facebook Lives, but I hope the videos that I posted helped keep your creativity going. Weren't those bags so fun? I can't wait to make more. Okay, so there's those 3. Now I can use the bottom as my guide. So even if you move the top row, kind of like I did, it's okay. So last one. Perfect. Let's grab a little bit of ribbon. Oh, I actually thought I grabbed my mini glue dots off my Facebook Live table. I think I did, but there was still another one here. So this is going to go right up top. Grab your paper snips. Snip off the edge, and then we'll secure this side. Just making sure it's even. Perfect. Let's grab our card base. Give it a good crease. And then we'll attach this. And you could do these with all of our colors, but I just wanted to try to focus on the new in colors. But you could do these in our purples. You could do them in our pinks, our blues. So now we can flip all these guys over, grab some dimensionals, and I just put one in the center. I think it was big enough to put 2 minis, but not quite big enough to put 2 of the big dimensionals. And then that's the thanks. So this one is going to go in the center. And then the rest are the flowers. I did something similar to this for the turtle PDF that I am finishing. I'm over halfway done putting all 20, I think there's 25 cards. I'm over halfway done writing the tutorials for that. So hopefully it will go out soon. There we go. I have already tied my bow. Let's grab a mini glue dot and I want to secure this piece. And then there we go. Look how fun and easy and cute that card is. So here's both of them. I should have did a couple in different colors, but that's okay. Okay, let's put one more together. I'm actually doing this, thank you, Zerlene. I'm doing this for a card swap. So these are actually the last two that I have to put together. And then Thursday's card will also be using this set, and then I can mail all of my swaps out. So I do want to tell you a little bit about this one. You can die cut the squares out of the center of your cloud cover, and nobody's even going to know. Kind of crazy, right? The only thing is, don't do this with the glue. Otherwise, you're going to get a pretty sticky surface. So I'm just going to come in and go around the edge. I think my glue's almost dead. And then glue this down. Otherwise, you're going to have a hot mess. And hopefully I still don't have a hot mess. Nope. Oh, there's a little bit of glue, but I don't think I got it on my surface. But let's put that down just to be safe. So I'm doing this one a little bit backwards. We didn't stamp first, but that's okay. So have you guys done anything fun? Have you been doing any crafting? Give me a thumbs up if you have been crafting. I have not. Today was really the first day I've been in the craft room. And I worked this morning, so I really haven't had a whole lot of time. I've made a mess. That I did a really good job of. So if anybody comes over in the near future, the next couple days, you will see a mess in my craft room. But it will get cleaned up, I promise. And I like to use liquid glue when I'm doing this because you have a little bit of wiggle room. So if something shifts or if you need to move something, you have a little bit of time to do it. Hey, you're crafting. It doesn't always have to be paper. I know there's a few wreaths that I want to make, but I don't even have time to do anything right now. But I would love to do some wreaths and some woodworking. Okay, that is good. Let's wrap our ribbon, get it to our card base, and then we can do a little bit of stamping. The stamping, I think, is the funnest parts. If you can get past die cutting all of these, then you're golden. So I recommend if you're going to make 10 of these cards, cut everything you need and then go back and start putting them together and stamping. Because then you have all the hard work done and then the fun can begin. Looks like a window back there. but nobody's going to see it. But my friends who are watching me, they know I did that. Perfect. Okay, let's bring this back in so we can do a wee bit of Stampin', and then I will let everybody get back to their evening. I'm going to go in, shower, and go to bed because I have to work again super early. And that is my evening. Okay, let's do thanks first. Always do your sentiment first. Otherwise, you're going to get so excited at stamping all of these beautiful flowers and you're going to forget, and then you're going to have to die cut more, and then you'll be irritated. Okay, let's see if I can do that again where I'm not messing with the way these stamps go. You guys see that gnat flying around? He was leaving me alone for a little bit. Now he's back to pestering me. Okay, let's open this guy. And there it is. I should probably get my little silicone mat out that came with the glass mats, because I think our little spots fit perfectly in that, and then it won't wiggle when you're stamping, when you're trying to ink up your images. So I think I might get that out. His card class is the 7th, and we are definitely using this color because it is gorgeous. I almost forgot the centers. Got busy talking. So the stamp set is Impressions Abloom. It is a bundle. It actually might even be a page suite. I should have looked at that. I think it is a page suite as well. Grab dimensionals. I got ink on my thumb. Perfect. Peel them all off. And then let's put them on the card. And don't put a flower in the center. The flower stuck to that finger. So cute. These definitely make me happy. And we actually have quite a few stamps other than the thanks that will fit in here as well. So I should have brought all of those over, maybe on Thursdays if I remember to bring those over, but you can do different sentiments on here. You could even do the happy birthday where you stamp it 2 different times. You ink up the happy and then you ink up the birthday. So happy birthday would fit in there as well. So there you go. Hopefully you guys liked it. It kind of looks like quilting. Kind of looks like a quilting pattern. Huh. I am not going to start quilting though. That is definitely above my pay grade. I cannot quilt. I can't even sew. Who am I joking? I can sew a button on. That's about it. And I probably would give it to my seamstress to put the button back on. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed tonight's live. I will be back on Thursday at 7 for another fun card using the same set, and you guys are probably going to fall out of your chair when you see it. So make sure you are buckled up and sitting down when you see next Thursday's card, because I've already created it. It is all ready to go, and yeah, it's super cute. Anyway, if you need anything, please feel free to reach out. If not, I will see everybody on Thursday for another fun live. Chat with you soon. Bye-bye.